Welcome to Mobile Devices iDevice Setup Guide. I'm going to show you today how to set up an iDevice, whether it's iPhone or iPad, all with good package 1, 2, and 3. The only reason you do 2 and 3 would be on an iPad. I'm just showing it on an iPhone so you can get proof of concept. To start, this would be if you ever reset your device or got it wiped and or got it brand new. You're going to put in English, United States. Now, if you have a carrier network, it will say, so basically, long and short, you will have to, whether you're Verizon or AT&T, you will need to check with your CASC, the CASC, if the device is an upgrade device or a replacement device to what you originally had. You'll have to talk to them about getting set up with carrier service. You should see used cellular connection if that comes up. Same thing with new device. You'll see a used cellular connection. You just use that. It will start the device up and off it goes. If you're within an ODOT guest network, you can set that up as well instead. So basically you would just pick the ODOT guest network. You'd log in with whatever password that we have, and it changes every 3 months. You push next. You go to you always, so for right now we're disabling pretty much everything. So you're going to disable location services. You're going to push OK. You're not going to set up a Touch ID unless you're in front of your own device. You can if it's your own device if you want to. It's just putting your thumb on the fingerprint scanner, letting go, fingerprint scanner, letting go. It'll tell you how to do exactly what you need to do. But in this case, we're going to go ahead and set it up later. We will always use a 4-digit PIN code. In the case of ODOT, if the mobile devices group and or service desk sets up your device, the PIN code will be 6368, which is ODOT. Going to set up as a new iPhone. You can, if you do not have a device or have never had an Apple device before, at least in a work environment, you will need to create an Apple ID. You can create it here, or you can use the Apple ID website at appleid.com. You can Google search it basically, and it will pull up all the information you need to do. And then you create it. You are going to create it with your ODOT email address. Create a password, whatever that is. We do have the mobility program and or the service desk can reset that password for you if you need help. If you already have an Apple ID, as you can see, we're just going to type in one that I already have. You log into it here. And then of course, you put in the password. So this is a new thing that will always come up about new two-factor authentication. Do not use that in our network. It makes it more complicated to troubleshoot and set up and help you. So basically you pick the other options and you say don't upgrade, because you're not going to upgrade this account security. It's already very secure. So you don't need to do anything extra. Just hit agree. And this is just getting the device to the desktop. So we haven't even done anything yet with Good for Enterprise. Like I said, I'm going to show you how to set that up too. Once you set up your Apple ID, you will be able to select some more options. It will bug you about Apple Pay. We aren't going to use that. Just push next, and then you set up later in Wallet, because you're not going to be using anything with a credit card right now. iCloud keychain, do not use it. Don't use Siri. Don't share anything with Apple. You want to customize later in settings. You could do different things with the home button if you want. This little button down here. Choose a view. It's going to pick standard or zoom. Depends on what you like. We always pick standard. Push next and get started. That'll get you to the main desktop here. What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and customize it and also download the Good for Enterprise apps. So you're going to open up the App Store first. Anything that pops up like family sharing, you just say not now. On an iPad, you're going to see the search bar up here, but on an iPhone, you'll go ahead and see the search section down here. So basically get to the search area. Type in good. This is downloading the Good for Enterprise app. If you've already, like I said, if you already had an Apple ID, you should see a cloud here. If you're brand new, never seen it before, there would be git install. You'd put in your Apple ID's password, and then it downloads. So it's going to download. It should prompt me for an Apple ID. If it doesn't, not a big deal. It's already taken it. I'm going to look for the other apps right now. So it's downloading it. You can look for other apps while that's happening. And then, so for if you have package 2 on your device, when that all gets talked to about the cask and with the mobility coordinator and stuff, that basically it's called share file, quick edit. So you're searching for share file. On an iPhone, you have to scroll down a little bit. Again, if you see a cloud, just hit it. And then the last one for package 3 is going to be BlackBerry Share. BlackBerry has taken over Good, and they basically have renamed their Share product. So if you do see that or you're upgrading, it's okay to go ahead and download it or upgrade to it. Same product, same setups, all that kind of stuff. All right, now that we got these downloaded, I'm going to show you how to, you basically click the bottom of the app. You should see them all wiggle. I like to get everything to one desktop, so I throw everything that is pretty much Apple related into the extras tab. So it's all the health, the TV, the news, the home button, all that stuff you'll see here in a few. I throw in notes and stuff because basically we aren't syncing any of this stuff. It's literally you're going to be using Good for Enterprise for it because it is a work device. Alright, we'll go back and pull these guys down. I like to put at least Good down in the main bar, and then the other two can go on the main screen. And then you have one screen. So it just makes it a little bit easier for setup and everything. So now we're going to go ahead and do the Good for Enterprise setup. You want to do these in order. So you want to do Good for Enterprise, Quick Edit, and Share, the BlackBerry Share. The Good for Enterprise, you're going to get an email, or the user will get an email that comes from Good MDM admin. That will give you your email address and PIN code. In all cases, for every single smartphone device, a smart device in general, we have to have Good on it. So you will open that up. If you only have package 1, you can stop the video after we get this setup done on this device. So you're going to want to click all the prompts, push OK and allow, hit start, accept. Again, this is going to be the user's email address specifically. And again, it's all the ODOT information. And then a specific PIN code. So I'm going to put in one. It's never going to be the same for every single person. And as you can see, took that code, so we're good. It's basically doing the securing channel. This is completely normal. You're going to see a prompt here in a few minutes about installing a profile once we get down to some more information in this setup. You'll see the same kind of options too in the share file quick edit and the BlackBerry share section when we set that up. So as you can see, just hit install now. You hit install. You just keep hitting install. You're going to put in your unlock code and just keep hitting install until you get to a point where it takes you to your web browser. You want to trust it. And when it says done, push done, it'll take you to your web browser, so you'd see a page, whether it's blank or whatever somebody was looking at it at any given point. Jump out of there. Reopen good. You'll see this message. It's okay. Basically, it's in the process of pulling all the information back down into good and getting you started. Again, once we're done with this, if you only have package 1 and you're setting up an iPhone and or an iPad with this information, you're done. There's nothing else you have to do. You're just waiting for the device to sync. I do, however, want to show you, for those people that keep their contacts on devices, the mobile program doesn't suggest you doing that. Instead, keep all of your information sunk within the Good app, the Good Contacts section, so this right here, and then doing a sync to your phone. Alright, so we're going to hit sync with device. We're going to hit enable sync. And basically once that's done, you can jump out of here and double check it by going into your phone and go into your contact section. You should see basically all your Outlook contacts sunk to your device. Again, this isn't a two-way communication, so you cannot add a contact in here and it go back to good. The only places you can actually add contacts that we suggest is in the contact section. So you do a little plus there, or you can use your Outlook client and you do that with the contacts. Again, if this is the package 1 is all you're setting up, you're done. Go ahead and stop the video. Have a great day. Now, if you have an iPad and we're setting up Quick Edit, you want to open up Quick Edit. You're going to click on Quick Edit as you saw. Click Open. You're going to put in, again, you're getting emails from Good Administration Team for these two, for the Quick Edit and the BlackBerry Share. You just put in the ODOT email address of the user. And then a specific PIN code that gets sent to them. They will get sent 2 different ones. Just use each one separately. Go. You're gonna see it go through all the retrieving policies and everything. What should happen is it opens up good, and then you should see it appear with local files and information. Again, you could also see 3 items. It'll basically show you a document, an Excel spreadsheet, and a PowerPoint presentation. That's the only thing you use this for. It's for editing those documents and stuff like that, and then shooting it back via email, via good. So that's pretty much all that program does for you. We're going to do package 3 with BlackBerry Share. Same thing. You're just going to open it up, put in the user's email address. These codes are very, very long. Same thing as you saw with the other system. In this one, however, you're going to have to validate, so you're going to click I agree, and you're going to have to validate your account info. This is going to be your computer ID, so whatever you log into your computer and that password, that is the password you're going to use, as well as the ODOT is the domain. So again, this is your computer ID that you're putting in here to use this Share app. Once you get that password in there, you're just going to use the data sources section here. This will basically give you your access to your F drive. If you're with DMV, it's the Y drive. That's it. And that's it for the setup. You can jump out by pushing the button on the bottom. As I said, the quick tip, go ahead and you try to utilize the contacts within Good, and that will make it a lot easier for you to work. So if you have package 1, 2, or 3, just set it up the way that we showed you here. Have a great day, and if you have any questions, please contact the service desk, 503-986-3800, or the mobility coordinator. Thanks for watching.